to Moviesucktastic.
Sounds like some bad movie.
Excuse me. Hello, everyone.
Oh my, what are you holding back there, sir?
Oh, nothing. It was going to be a much larger cough. Oh, this is backwards.
Uh-oh.
Whatever, it's fine.
Backwards.
The opening was...
Oh.
God damn it. Whatever, it's fine. It's a little embarrassing, but I think I'll be okay. Motherfuckers.
Welcome to Moviesucktastic, everybody. I'm
Yeah.
Scott, that's Joey.
We're 15 years later, and we still have technical problems.
That's right, because, things break down. And this episode, we're going to be reviewing Replicant.
Yeah, which...
2001 Ringo Lam film.
Yeah, I initially thought it was Replicas with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Which I was, I'm going to be honest, more excited to review than this. Not going to lie. This one took a little effort for me to want to watch this. I mean, once I watched it, it was fine. It's. I'll just come out and say it. This is not the worst Jean-Claude Van Damme movie I've ever seen.
No, well, I mean, Ringo Lam is a very talented director. He came over with the Hong Kong Invasion with John Woo and Jackie Chan and all those guys, Chewie Hark. Ringo Lam, I mean, he's most well known for his on fire movies like City on Fire, Prison on Fire, School on Fire, a lot of things on fire. And City on Fire specifically, I'm pretty sure that's the film that Quentin Tarantino stole the ending of Reservoir Dogs from. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, if you've never seen it, give it a shot. City on Fire, early Chow Yun-Fat film there. But we're not reviewing that. We're reviewing Jean-Claude Van Damme in his 4th out of 5 clone movies.
Oh, I didn't know he had that many. I know Double Impact. I know Double Impact, and then this. He's got more than the two? It doesn't count.
There's multiples. It counts because there's more than one of them.
Yeah, but it's the same one. It's the same one.
Does it? No, it's different. Don't. Let's not start talking time theory now because that's.
I guess. I mean, Double Impact is an actual twin. This is a replica. All right, I'll give you Time Cop. What's the other one?
I forget. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
I know it's roughly. I know the number's right, but I don't have the name for you. I'm giving up. I made it through this film twice, so I'm good.
Yeah, but I was actually more thinking on screen at the same time kind of deal. You. That's what I was thinking. I get it.
No.
The time travel one, he's in multiple places at the same time. So
I want to start right out and give Chewie Hark credit because I don't think this is necessarily a poorly directed film.
No, I don't think so either. And as a matter of fact, I thought some of the like the chase sequences, like the car chases, were really well done. Especially the ambulance one at the end.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme, like a JCVD, has 2 or 3 scenes where he fights himself, and they're very well edited. The choreography and the editing on that, it's flawless. It's very good.
It's actually pretty damn good. So.
Yeah, it's impressive. For what's really just a throwaway action sci-fi film, and it's like they kept throwing these sci-fi concepts at the Hong Kong guys. Like they're doing gritty action films, and they come here and say, "Yeah, we want you to do a thing about transplanting faces." What? and then they have to go out of their way to un-sci-fi the screenplay so they can get their action in there. It's ridiculous. I mean, at least they don't lean too heavily on the sci-fi in this.
We saw Face Off together in a theater, didn't we? I'm
Yes,
almost positive that we did.
Yeah, Face Off we did see in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the basic plot to this is that Michael Rooker, remember Michael Rooker?
Yeah, I love Michael Rooker.
Yeah.
He's still doing good stuff.
No, he's great, and he does a decent job in the film. But I felt bad for him the entire film because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is like at the height of his popularity. He's a big, he's a name enough where they're putting him on posters and he's top billing. They get him in a film. They cast him twice in the same film, and then they say, "Oh, yeah, let's get Michael Rooker to act as the lead."
Right.
So Michael Rooker is trying to carry a film. Meanwhile, he's being upstaged by the same guy twice.
Yeah, and
who's also getting top billing.
And you could tell that Michael Rooker he was really doing his best to just put everything in this. You could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell he was not phoning it in. He was like really emoting in certain scenes and treating the replica Jean-Claude Van Damme like a dog, like literally, like, come sit down, come here.
But let's underline the basic plot then. It's like Michael Rooker's a cop. He's been trying to catch this serial killer called the Torch for like 3 years now. He lights everything on fire. And he retires, but then this mysterious government organization says, "Oh no, you know what? We perfected cloning, so we just cloned your serial killer, and they'll have the same memories because that's a thing." And also, I like that the one throwaway line is like, "Oh, he's psychic as hell now too because we jacked up his genes." So it's like, what are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, the fight scene at the end, he's like, "I can predict what your next move is."
I can read your mind.
I can read your mind.
So, and they just because to test the system, they cloned the serial killer's hair found at one of the crime scenes, and now they're letting Michael Rooker run around with this clone, hoping that he'll have memories and help him lead him to the killer, so they can test out their whole let's clone.
And at one point, Michael
terrorists.
Rooker takes him to a crime scene house that he committed one of the crimes in, and he starts getting flashes.
Yeah. Now, we have two Jean-Claude Van Dammes. We have the clone Jean-Claude Van Damme, who does his rendition of Howie Mandel from Walk Like a Man.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. I haven't seen that movie in a million years, and holy shit, you nailed that.
Yeah, I know, right? It jumped right in my face. I'm watching this. Like, this is Walk Like a Man, but with martial arts scenes in it. It's ridiculous. And then the alter ego is the serial killer, which is Jean-Claude Van Damme cosplaying Antonio Banderas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. I see that too.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Walk Like a Man. Is that on the wheel? That should be on the wheel.
That should be on the wheel. But I've had enough of Howie fucking Mandel. So
although that's like 1986 Howie Mandel.
Yeah, that's back when he was funny. Back when he was, had a personality.
Well, he sold his soul, so.
But that's just me. Yeah. Oh no, definitely. Anyway. Yeah, so the whole film is just Michael Rooker trying to catch the serial killer, and then the serial killer, because they can sense that there's something going on, is fascinated by the fact that he has a clone, and then they start playing cat and mouse. The whole movie's cat and mouse. Even Michael Rooker's character, like they hire him, but then like he keeps giving them the finger and telling them to fuck off.
Yeah, they want to report every 12 hours, and when he loses him, he calls him up. He goes, "Oh, you're still tracking us?" He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, where are we?" "Oh, you're at 49th or whatever." And it's like, "Oh, thanks," because he didn't know where the fuck he was. I thought that was actually kind of funny, that scene.
I know. I mean, that was the one part of the film where I just felt like, because there is a decent progression with the, you get past the goofiness of the clone Walk Like a Man thing. Fish out of water comedy. Yeah, and then Chewie Arc's like, "I'm not making a fucking comedy. What are you doing?" I did read somewhere, and I can't confirm it, that at this point in his career, Jean-Claude Van Damme was very like prima donna on set.
Oh, really?
But the film worked out well because Chewie Hart didn't take any shit from him.
Okay.
which I believe.
I believe it.
And they did another, not Chewie Hark. God damn it, Ringo Lam.
Ringo Lam.
Yeah.
I let you go on with that because I'm like, did Chewie Hark, maybe was he like an on-set coordinator, stunt?
Chewie Hark did other films with him. He's done a bunch of films with different Hong Kong directors.
Okay, but Ringo Lam
Ringo Lam's the one that
didn't take shit from him. Okay.
Yeah. So what I really find interesting too is the concept that Michael Rooker plays the lead. One of the few films where he plays the lead. He's trying to track down a serial killer, and yet one of the other few films where he played the lead, he was a serial killer.
That's true.
And probably the best kind of serial killer ever. I mean, or the best serial killer film ever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer came out in 86, wasn't released till 1990. I mean, it was held back for 4 fucking years.
That was before NC-17.
Yeah.
And the MPAA refused to give it an R. They said there's nothing you can do to this film to get lower because they're jerks.
Well, yeah. And that movie pales in comparison to a bunch of shit that has come out R-rated these days.
But it's the tone of the film.
Tonally, that is... Yeah, I love that movie. So
I killed my mama.
Well, what I mean, I know we're not reviewing that, but one of the things that I love about that is Henry Lee Lucas, which is the real life serial killer that he portrays, was supposedly a pathological liar. And
he was.
Throughout that movie, Michael Rooker, that character, it's like he says that he killed his mother. He says that he beat her to death with a bat, and then he changes how he does it. I mean, he did it, but he'll just change his story whenever he wants. Like when they actually caught the real Henry Lee Lucas, he said that he killed 300 people, and then later on, or later in the interview, he goes, "But yeah, it was really more like 100." So it's like he gives you the fake number because it's sensational, and then he gives you the real number, and it's still fucking crazy out there, you know. So it's that's what they really got. They really did well in that movie is his pathological lying. Michael Rooker played it really good too.
Now in Replicant, the serial killer kills bad mothers and then burns them, and then burns their corpses afterwards because he had a bad mother.
You're a bad mummy.
You're a bad you're a bad boy. You killed mama.
You killed the bad mama.
You killed mama.
Yeah, it felt good. And then he shoots her. Bang, 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 bang. Her dead corpse. In his Brussels accent. It felt good.
At least they gave him motivation. And you know what? You can tell all of these Hong Kong films from this time period because these Hong Kong directors, they love putting children in danger. Like the opening scene. He's like, toddler in a fiery building. Let's do it now. You know, carrying the kid while you're running. You know, while you're running around with shooting guns and stuff. They love that shit.
Yeah,
they love it, and the strong emphasis on family, which they have in this as well. Not as sappily as John Woo has in other films of his, but it's there. Is that yes, you have family. We're family.
Well, yeah.
Good boy. So.
Yes.
When they first make the replicant, they have him in this octagon chamber where they train him with TVs.
Yeah, they have stuff on the screen, teaching him things like how to walk, how to talk. Then he sees a gymnastic thing, and he starts doing a pommel horse thing, and I'm like, come on.
that was my question. Is okay, we created this clone so they can have the same memories as the serial killer. Why are you teaching it gymnastics?
Right, and how come he didn't just come out talking? It's a clone.
No, because he's newborn, but he's newborn. He's still experiencing things for time. I thought Jean-Claude did a good job of portraying a newly born.
I thought it was fine, but that's, from what I understand, that's not how cloning works.
It's a goofy premise. It's a goofy sci-fi premise, and in the film, desperately tries to put it behind it. Once it gets out of that birth chamber, it's almost like a buddy cop film.
Well, when they end the film with the credits roll and it's the photo of the two of them, I'm like, holy shit, they really went for the buddy cop thing.
Yeah.
You know, because most movies that do, it's like Midnight Run, you know, you get that feeling, you know, with De Niro and Charles Grodin, Midnight Run, and then just buddy cop stuff, where it's like even movies that do like the still frame credits roll. I think that's what that was like. Holy shit, they went for that, huh?
Yeah, well, that's that American angle they were trying to aim.
Yeah, it didn't do that fade to black shit. It went right to a still photo of the two of them. It's like, remember that part about an hour and 12 minutes ago? Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I really touched on all the major points I wanted to on the film. I was surprised at how the quality was there. I was really just expecting another crap Jean-Claude Van Damme film, but I underestimated Ringo Lam being able to put forth a concerted effort to give us a real story and move the plot along. Yeah. And again, a lot of it's repetitive. A lot of it, like I said, it's like, every half hour I'm gonna flip off my boss again. Report in 12 hours, and then they keep coming back to each step is a closer step to remembering. So it's a bit repetitive in that case. But he gets the action sequences in there, a couple of car chases. It's
well, you know what too, when I saw the release
explosions.
date, when I saw the release date was almost 25 years ago, it was 24 years, I'm like, you know what, this is probably going to be better than I'm expecting it to be. That's what I thought of before I went in and watched it, because of its age, because for the last 10 years or so before this movie, or leading up to this movie, Jean-Claude Van Damme was, even if they weren't like excellent films, he was making competent action films. He was making pretty good, pretty decent, competent action films. It wasn't until like the later 2000s, like the 2000 and probably from like 2007, 8 up, where the films that he was making was really fucking bad.
Yeah, well, the quality dropped, and he was going through his own issues as well. He's one of those guys that kind of rebounded, hit the bottom and came back up.
Well, when Stallone came to him, when he came to him and wanted him to do the Expendables, he didn't want to do it. And Stallone, asked him, like, why don't you want to do this? And he goes, well, what is my part? What is it? What am I going to do in this? And he's like, you're going to make a lot of fucking money. So why don't you just do it? But Jean-Claude Van Damme turned him down for the first Expendables film. And I think the second one, Van Damme got in like the third movie. I don't remember if he got in the second film. But, Stallone finally talked him into it. And I remember when Jean-Claude Van Damme did that, I think it was a beer commercial, where he's talking about like penguins and shit, and his jeans were frozen and it was so tight in the crotch area. You ever see that beer commercial? It
sounds like a bad dream.
Well, it's actually a pretty funny commercial, but he's just like, my jeans so tight, or some shit like that.
That rings a bell somehow.
I think it was a Super Bowl commercial, or it was.
I don't think that's a bell I want rung.
Yeah, no. But he's like out in like some cold weather, and he's talking about his pants being wet, or like they didn't come out of the washer. I'm trying to remember the context of it, but I know his pants freeze and they become very tight, and he lets you know about it in this commercial.
It just occurred to me too. Like I mentioned how they like putting children in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do they do it in the beginning, but then they do it later with and it's not even his kid; it's like a friend's kid.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, let me bring the serial killer's clone to my friend's house. The kid's in the basement. I'm sure they won't bother each other. I handcuffed him to the wall. It'll be fine. A lot of handcuff action in this film.
It's a lot, especially when he's in the bathroom and he's half naked and he's like looking for the GPS tracker, and his mom walks in. Mom, what are you doing in here? It's like it's just a half man in his underwear.
We've all been there.
We've all been there. Very, very well built, in shape, 40-something-year-old in your bathroom in his underwear, and I'm just checking to see where the tracker is. He hasn't. We don't know yet, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah, and you can tell Chewie's not.
Stop saying Chewie.
God damn it. You can tell Ringo's not in for the humor either, because like they dropped the whole homosexual confusion thing like a bad habit. Like the minute that scene's over, it's like we're not extend that.
Yeah, we're not
gonna
doing
try to
this
get a
again.
chuckle. It's bad enough I'm doing the scene. Let's just get it over with.
Right.
Yeah. It was entertaining. It was entertaining. It was slow in parts a little bit, but it was entertaining. I would give it 6 stars out of
6. I'm good with 6. Yeah.
6 out of 10. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I thought it was above average action film. Sure.
it ain't Time Cop,
Yeah.
but it also ain't Double Team.
Yeah. When did Time Cop come out?
Time Cop? I don't remember. I was working at the theater when Time Cop came out. I'm pretty sure.
Was that mid 90s? Was that like 96, 97?
Keep using the wrong mouse. I don't know. You'd have to check.
Ooh, 94.
94.
94.
Yeah, I was working in the movie theater then. I remember. We went there to see it for free.
Was that the Ramsey Theater?
The Nutley.
Oh. Missed the Nutley. Now it's a bunch of fucking offices.
Good.
What do you mean good? Come on, it was a staple. Shut up. Good.
I knew the guy that owned the theater. Fuck it.
Yeah, but he probably sold it, made a lot of money, and then they turned it into office buildings, which we don't fucking need.
I really hope that guy did not make a lot of money. Please, that's the one thing I hope of all things.
Sure he did.
Sleazy motherfucker made a dime from that theater after I left.
Well,
anyway, that's just me.
I got news for you.
What?
I got news for you. I think he made a lot of money.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Replicant. It's worth a look. I hate to say it. It's a passable Jean-Claude Van Damme flick, and again, I think it's one of the better ones where he's plays opposite himself, and I think it does a good job.
Yeah,
all around. I was hoping to make fun of it more, but apart from his Antonio Banderas cosplay, I've got nothing.
Yeah, no, it was good. I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought it was a different movie we were reviewing, and while
that's still on the list, so
Replicas is on the list.
Replicas is still on the wheel, so we're ready.
God, if that comes up, wouldn't that be ironic if that came up? I think I would have to veto it because I'm just not in the mood. I would like some horror films leading up to October, but Well,
I think once we get into October, I think we can safely like pick some horror films instead of take a break from the wheel.
My someone actually very recently told me that they really enjoyed when I was doing the 31 days of Halloween in October, making a post and suggesting a different movie. And I had no idea that anybody was enjoying it. But actually 2 people let me know, and they said that because they love horror films. So I said, you know what, maybe I'll do it again this year. I already wrote. I haven't picked all 31, but I picked a few, and I've already written just like I do like a paragraph or whatever. Nothing crazy, but I should really put that list together if I'm actually going to do it. And what I usually do is I do 31 days. I write everything, so it's just a copy and paste. That way I'm not trying to figure out what it is on the day, and writing something. So
it's a sound judgment there.
Yeah. So, but the thing is always in that 31. Whenever I was writing this list, my whole point was that the Thing would always be the 31st movie, because I feel that it's the best horror film ever made. But somebody said, you can't do that. Everyone's going to be expecting a different movie for the 31st film. I'm like, fine. It's going to be in the list somewhere of the 31, always. That I will not budge on.
Fair enough.
So, all right. So we rated it. So now it's time for the wheel.
Yep. I don't think we have anything else more to say about Jean-Claude Van Damme's clone. Bad boy.
You're a bad boy. You're a very bad boy.
Bad boy, you kill mama.
You kill mama. What's wrong with you? All right. So the wheel is on the screen.
Nice.
Here we go. And see what we got. Oh, it's even almost like horror movie type music. Come on, give me a good one. Give me a good one.
There's plenty of horror films on there.
Well, you know what? This is something that hasn't happened before.
Uh-oh.
Because I forgot to take it off the list.
Oh. Something that we already did?
Death Dimension. Like, not only is it something that we already did, it's the last movie we did before this one.
I must not have updated it since then. My bad. Just roll it again.
It's okay. Oh.
What are the odds?
It said disable this option on the next spin, meaning I could disable the movie right from here.
Oh, there you go.
Because it knows. It actually keeps a list. All right. I'll disable it. All right. Here we go. Oh, this music's lame. It's so much worse than the music before. All right. Come on. Don't make me veto something. Ooh. I mean, I asked for a horror film and I got it. I haven't seen this movie in a long time. Castle Freak.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it, but I know the videotape cover by heart.
That's oh my god, it's that cover is infamous. It was at every mom and pop store. It was on. They had posters of it. It just was that Rob Bottin or Stan Winston?
I don't recall. I just know I have it on my Plex.
I want to say it was. No, I know. I want to say it was Rob Bottin or Stan Winston for that one. As far as like makeup and special effects goes, I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's why the cover of the that's why the cover of the poster in the box, it shows that the Castle Freak prominently because of how much work was put into it. Let's see, directed by Stuart Gordon. Okay. Here we go. Cast and crew. I know this is great radio, but I'm so sure that it's one of those two. Makeup department. No. Wow. It's all Italians.
Oh, it can't be that good.
Hey now. Hey now. You know what? Hey now.
Hey, oh, hey, oh.
Hey, oh, there's not enough spaghetti in this scene here. Throw it against the wall. H.P. Lovecraft? Is that what that said? It's just a...
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, Stuart Gordon did a bunch of H.P. Lovecraft stuff.
But is this story based on an H.P. Lovecraft? Oh, it is. Called The Outsider. Yeah. Oh, I never knew that.
I'll have to read that before we review it.
And, of course, Jeffrey Combs is in it, so...
Oh, of course.
It's Stuart Gordon, so you you know it's Jeffrey Combs is in there somewhere. All right, Castle Freak. So do you don't want to veto it? We're good to go with it?
No, I think that sounds great. It'll ease us into October.
I don't think Mare's ever seen it. She's been wanting to watch more and more horror films as we lead into Halloween, so...
I'm making Holly watch this one. No choice.
What did we watch recently? We watched a couple of horror films recently. Oh,
Weapons.
We saw Weapons. I mean, it's not really a horror film, but it was excellent.
That counts as horror.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's definitely in the ballpark.
Yeah.
More suspense /
I gave it like a solid 4 out of 5.
Oh, I really liked it. Danny kept bugging us to go see it, and I told him, I said, you should watch Barbarian. He goes, why? I go, because it's the same writer director. So he did, and dude, that scene near the end of the movie, I just look over at my son, and his mouth is just wide open, like, oh my god, and I was like, that's the reaction the director's going for. Mission accomplished. But yeah, no, I mean, what I would say about Weapons, for anyone that wants to see that film, this writer-director, what he does well is he builds a story. It could be classified as a slow burn for probably the first 35 to 45 minutes, somewhere in that range. I would say that it's a slower turning wheel, but once that wheel starts spinning, it does not stop.
And I can't say anything because since we're not reviewing it, I don't want to spoil it.
Of course.
But it's the second type of film of this type that I've seen that I liked, and I don't normally like this type of film. But they pulled it off correctly.
What was the first one?
I can't tell you because then that'll explain what I'm talking about.
Oh,
so
I see.
I really should have just shut up. But,
Okay, you could tell me off air then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, but yeah, no. If anyone hasn't seen Weapons, it just came out digitally, so
Add it to your list.
Add it to the list. And so I mean, like, they obviously added it digitally very recently because they wanted to have long legs to go into Halloween for people that's seen in theaters. Then they want to get the people that don't like to go to the theaters and watch stuff at home. I would imagine the Toxic Avenger, that new movie, which I have my reservations about it. It's not making any money, but there is no digital release date, which my prediction is it will be released digitally sometime in October so that they can try and get some Halloween money for it. It's the only thing it's got going for it.
Yeah.
Because that movie was made over 2 years ago, and they kept holding it back to try and release it, and they finally do, and no one fucking cares. Maybe if Toxie was 6'4", like he's supposed to be, but
I'm asking because on the one hand, the new Naked Gun reboot is fucking awesome.
We just watched it a few days ago.
And it nailed that cross of nostalgia and like callbacks, but with plenty of new material, and it just like it nailed it. But then at the same time, you're like, who the fuck asked for Spinal Tap 2?
Not a single fucking person.
Nobody. Yeah. So it's like there's some of these things they're like Beverly Hills Cop 4 surprisingly did it right.
I haven't watched it yet. I keep hearing that it's good.
It's surprisingly good because they nailed the nostalgia aspect of it, and it plays for that, but it plays it right. And it just they're nailing it out of the park with some of these, but some of them are just they're just grasping for anything now. And Happy Gilmore too. Who really fucking needed that? I know you said it was good. I haven't. I haven't.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it was somebody else was telling me.
Yeah, I heard. I heard that it was good. I haven't seen it yet.
It just looks like I'm glad they had fun getting everybody back together again.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe next time make a movie instead.
This is why directors, I believe his name is Zach Kreger. This is why the guy that did Weapons. This is why he now is one of the most sought after writer directors in Hollywood right now. Because of how original his stuff is, and he's a comedy guy. Mm-hmm. He what did he do a show? What was it? The Whitest Kids You Know?
Yep.
I think that was the name of it, right? Sketch comedy, which I've never seen, or if I have, I don't know that I've seen it. I'm sure I have seen some of that and just didn't realize it was that show.
I have the complete series on the Plex. Give it a watch sometime.
I absolutely am. But from what I just heard that James Gunn is after him to do a DC movie. He doesn't know which one, though, and he actually addressed some comments. He said, listen, I haven't even talked to James Gunn yet. I don't know what it is yet, but he said, I read stuff online, and he goes, nearly all of it is bullshit. Except for the fact that James Gunn wants him to do a DC movie. I don't know what that movie is. It could be one of the more... It could be Phase 2. It might not even be Gods and Monsters. Who knows? Could be a Wonder Woman movie. I doubt it. That's not really his wheelhouse. It's probably going to be a more darker, character-driven DC movie, if it's anything.
Oh, speaking of Replicant, real quick, since we're talking about DC shows, have you seen Peacemaker at all?
We started watching the first season, and we ended up not finishing it. So we have to go back and do that.
The guy that plays his father, Peacemaker's father.
Okay.
Holly kept thinking that was Michael Rooker. All through, like at least 3 times during the films, like that's Peacemaker's father, right? So no, it's Michael Rooker. It's the serial killer. Different guy. Different. You sure? No, different guy. Totally
that's
different
funny. I hear Peacemaker's excellent.
It's good. I'm only a couple episodes into the second season, but I'm going to be doing everything DC that Gunn does. He's doing my time period.
Absolutely.
I think the Metal Men are going to be in something that he's doing because he introduces them in Creature Commandos. I mean, it's another.
That one's animated, right?
I would assume so. The Metal Men.
No. Creature Commandos is animated.
Yeah, that's animated. Yeah. Yes.
I'll tell you. So the timeline, Superman just came out, or just didn't just come out. It came out in June of this year. That came out, and that's the first film in the new DCU. Okay,
Right.
And so the timeline moving forward for films is what James Gunn, what his biggest problem right now is Batman, because.
Yeah.
We did discuss this. So, for anyone that's new to the show, something that Scott and I have discussed, Batman is his biggest problem because Matt Reeves is doing his own Batman series, and the script just got approved, and they're going to start filming, I believe, in March or April of 2026, which it will then come out October of 2027. The problem is they are not going to release 2 Batman films in the same year. They're just not going to do it. So I have this little back and forth with my boss where we talk about this, and my prediction to him, and we'll watch it closely, is that Matt Reeves' Batman will come out in October of 27, and they will have a Batman film summer of 2028, and they'll be separated that way. That's my prediction, because they can't have it come out in the same year. They're probably going to introduce a Batman in one of the DC films, like maybe the second Superman movie or the Clayface movie that's coming out. They're going to do it somehow, some way, that way, because the Clayface film comes out October of 26, and then Matt Reeves' Batman comes out October of 27, but Superman comes out June or July of 27. They probably introduce Batman in that Superman film, and then everyone's going to wait for that Batman film the following summer. Because the next film coming out, the next actual DC movie, is the Supergirl movie, which is coming out next summer. So it'll actually be Lanterns coming out next, which is first quarter of 2026, which will then bookend the Supergirl movie that's coming out in summer of 26. And then fall of 26 is the Clayface film. And then summer of 27 is Superman. So they're like 6-7 months apart. You get a new DC movie. That's how they're basically doing it right now. Whereas Marvel is just oversaturating the fucking market. There 3 Marvel movies came out this year within 2-3 months apart. You had Captain America, and then you had Thunderbolts, and then you had Fantastic Four. And Fantastic Four didn't make anywhere near as much money as fucking Superman. And Jurassic Park Rebirth actually made more than both of them.
Ugh.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I watched the new Jurassic Park film, the Jurassic World Rebirth. It was actually a good Jurassic Park film, a better one than I've seen in a long time.
It's the same one we've been watching.
This one actually took a page out of the first film's notebook, where it had
And the second.
Well, it had
and the third. The third.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, but I like the dual stories. You had 2 different stories going at the same time that connect again at the end, which you had a little bit of that in the first movie, and I liked that aspect of it. And I thought it was fine. The whole video game portion of we have to get 3 DNA samples. So it's like if you can make that into a video game today, and like that's the whole game. The 3 DNA samples, and you got to go through this whole vast world. But for what it was, I thought it was actually very competent.
Competent, yeah, but I mean, like it's a commercial product. It's got no soul to it. It's just the exact same
it's
thing.
made like $900 million.
I don't. People are stupid.
Well, it's made more money in the foreign market. People love dinosaurs. That's just really what it comes down to.
I guess.
Superman became a political thing because it was, Superman wasn't the truth, justice, in the American way. Gunn changed it to truth, justice, in the human way.
Yeah, because God fucking forbid. We can't get into that.
No, I get it. I absolutely get it. But the fact that he had to change it, is kind of not disappointing because it shouldn't have had to be. But this country is not looked at very highly right now,
and it shouldn't be. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Enough of that.
I'm looking forward to watching.
What?
What are we watching again?
Oh, Castle Freak.
Oh, Castle Freak. Yes, Castle Freak. I get my freak on.
You know what? Usually, I forget a couple of days later, not 15 minutes later.
Well, you took me to a bad place. So I got to find my happy place.
I'm sorry. What's funny is sometimes I really forget what we're reviewing. I'm like, I wonder if Scott put something on the Google Drive yet. I was like, oh, we did. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what we're reviewing. And I'm just like, I got to go back and listen to the fucking podcast, like the last 5 minutes, just to get what we're doing.
I've done that too. I know. Sometimes the moment escapes me.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Like, fuck.
All right, we're going to wrap up?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, let me get this music going here. All right, everybody. Again, thank you for joining us for another episode of Moviesucktastic. This is episode 453. And we just reviewed Replicant, the Jean-Claude Van Damme, Ringo Lam film. You can go to our website at Moviesucktastic.com and you can download the show, you can listen to the show, and you can click on the YouTube link and watch this episode. You can also go to iTunes and you can listen to the show there as well. You go to Facebook.com/Moviesucktastic and you can see everything that we're posting on the internet, or everything from the internet that interests us on Facebook. You can go to Scott's letterbox page, letterbox.com/Moviesucktastic. You can check all that fun stuff out. If you want to leave us email, it's themovieguys@Moviesucktastic.com. If you want to leave us voicemail, it's 908-514-4470. If you want, you can download our podcast player at Moviesucktastic.com/mst.apk. And you get the little installer for your Android. Or, which is actually, in my opinion, even better, I know, you can just go download your favorite podcast player and install it on anything that you want. But the main part is, if you do a search for Moviesucktastic, all 453 episodes and any future ones are there, 100% free. You don't have to pay for anything. Just listen and enjoy. Do you have any words of wisdom, Mr. Wilson?
You bad boy. You kill mama.
You kill mama. You're bad boy.
Bad boy. It's spanking time.
I don't think I'm going to do that. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week when we review Castle Freak, Stuart Gordon film.
Calm the fuck down.
Yeah, can you behave? It's like, it's got the mind of a bowl of pudding. What do you expect? My God. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.